The storm didn't begin with wind. It began with intent. Guy Crimson stepped out to intercept the enemy and found the sky already claimed. A blizzard swallowed the horizon whole, snow spiraling upward as if gravity itself had been reversed. It wasn't weather. It was a declaration. It was Velzard. She floated at the heart of it, stood in her adult form, golden eyes burning where deep-sea blue once lingered, hair dancing in currents of frozen mana. Beautiful, lethal, honest. I love, love, love you, Guy. So join me, and let's kill, 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 and kill some more. It wasn't madness. It was relief. Guy rose to meet her, the air cracking between them as their auras collided. He knew her better than anyone. He knew that this wasn't mind control. Not entirely. That was the problem. If she were enslaved, this could be fixed. If she were coerced, this could be broken. But Velzard was smiling. She's not being controlled at all, he realized. She had chosen this. The blizzard thickened, and with it came the first exchange. Guy's existence points hovered near 40 million, an absurd number for any being on the planet. Yet against Velzard, it felt modest. She stood at more than double his power. A true dragon in full release, a sister of the Creator. A being who once erased Veldora with what amounted to a playful strike. And this time, she wasn't sealing herself. This was her real mode. The sky split open with their first clash. Guy met her frost with crimson force, careful, always careful, to redirect the shockwaves upward. He wasn't just fighting her, he was shielding the land below. Cities, castles, lives. That, more than anything, defined him. The battle settled into its familiar rhythm, cataclysmic, intimate, almost ritualistic. Velzard pressed forward with merciless efficiency. Every strike conserved energy. Every movement was lethal precision. Guy countered not with superior power, but with superior instinct. He grinned despite himself. I never should have left my bedroom today. But the smile was real. He had missed this. Above them, even higher than the storm's crown, another confrontation brewed. Feldway and Zarario faced a single figure dressed in immaculate black. Diablo. So a single evil demon wants to take us both on? Feldway asked coolly. Looks like you don't know your place. Diablo's smile widened, measured and serene. You told me to prepare for the worst the next time we met. You will be entertaining me today, won't you? Feldway did not answer. He didn't need to. He knew Diablo, knew the cost of engaging him seriously. So he chose avoidance, leaving Zarario behind without ceremony. He's all yours. Zarario bristled. Pride stiffened his spine. He had recently acquired a physical body capable of channeling the full might of his true form from the Mystic Palace. Over 20 million existence points. A fresh vessel. No internal fracture. He felt invincible. 8-way dark authority. 8 beams of compressed aura screamed toward Diablo, tearing through the upper sky. Diablo didn't flinch. He sidestepped them, as if avoiding rain. Ridiculous, he said flatly. So that truly is all you have to offer? There was no mockery in his voice. That was what made it worse. In our battles, Diablo continued, we must either eliminate the opponent with a single blow or prepare ourselves for a prolonged fight. If you don't understand that, well, you've been lazy with your training, haven't you? Zarario's jaw tightened. He had fought on the front lines against insectors for years. He had bled in real wars. He had endured. But Diablo did not yield ground. I've been constantly fighting to the death against Sir Zegion as well, he added casually. He is difficult. That name landed. Zegion. The insector even Zeranis respected. The one Dino mentioned with caution. And Diablo had been sparring to the death with him, voluntarily. Zarario recalculated. Perhaps this was no time for posturing. Their real battle began there. Closer to the castle, the apocalypse took a detour into absurdity. Rain and Mizeri stood facing Pico and Garasha beneath the screaming blizzard. It's cold, Rain muttered, teeth nearly chattering. Why do we have to fight in this cold, in the middle of a blizzard no less, against someone we don't even dislike at all? She complained openly. To Mizeri's horror, Pico immediately agreed. It's pure white everywhere, zero visibility, and I have to fight dressed like this? Garasha nodded solemnly. I'm cold too. For a long moment, the concept of war dissolved into shared discomfort. Mizeri blinked. Wait, am I the only one seriously trying to fight? Rain made a decision. Strategic magic, Cositus! Mizeri nearly screamed as the spell activated. A city-destroying ice technique, except instead of devastation, a perfect 10-foot cube of solid ice materialized harmlessly beside them. Garasha caught on instantly. Icebreaker! She hollowed the cube cleanly from within. An igloo stood completed. They went inside. A fire flickered to life. Sweet potatoes roasted. Sweet sake warmed the air. Snow howled outside while 4 high-level combatants held what amounted to a winter retreat. "This is perfect for cold weather," Rain said smugly. Intelligence was exchanged in between bites. Rain learned that Pico possessed Gibril, Lord of Rigor. Garasha wielded Haniel, Lord of Glory. Their skills were under Michael's dominion. They weren't fully aware of the chains, but they were there. Rain gave little in return beyond mentioning Rimuru's involvement in their evolution. It was reckless. It was effective. Outside, titans clashed. Inside, enemies bonded over Seike. War has many shapes. In El Dorado's throne room, another shape formed. Leon Cromwell sat unmoving as the grand doors shattered inward. Footman, the angry jester, entered with theatrical bombast, rotund frame bending in exaggerated greeting. "My name is Footman the Angry Jester." Tyr followed, scythe glinting. Laplace entered with lazy sarcasm. Then came Kigali, no longer the broken demon lord Kazalim, but elegant, composed, dangerous. "I do have a grudge against you for killing me," she said lightly. Yuki Kagurazaka drifted in last, eyes distant. 5 against 3. Leon assessed them calmly. Power radiated from Footman, far beyond what he remembered. Kigali carried Michael's ruined scepter. Yuki's presence felt wrong. Restrained, outnumbered, outmatched. The battle began with spectacle. Flame Pillar met Ruined Scepter in a thunderous clash. And then Kigali's voice echoed in Leon's mind. "Hey, can you hear me? I want to talk." The real conflict had been hidden beneath the noise. "There are eyes on me," she warned. "I did what I did for that reason." Laplace encrypted their thought communication through their master-servant link, shielding it from Michael's observation. Kigali intended betrayal. She wanted access to Ramirez's labyrinth. Sanctuary from Michael's surveillance. Freedom. Leon hesitated only briefly. "Michael is after you," Kigali pressed. "You possess Metatron, Lord of Purity, don't you?" "I will not deny it." He understood the risk. He also understood Kigali was sincere. If they intended capture, they would have already crushed his subordinates. The fight was theater. "There is a transport circle behind this chamber," Leon admitted. "Open the hidden door behind the throne." Kigali's hope sharpened. "Will you come with us?" Leon shook his head faintly. "I will stay here. If I intended to escape, I would have gone to Rimuru first thing." His loyalty wasn't to pride. It was to El Dorado, to his people. "And if Michael dominates you, then Guy will analyze the process and cut it off." He said it without bravado. The plan formed swiftly. Tyr and Footman were informed. Arlos and Claude played along. Yuki would be dragged if necessary. Kigali allowed herself to be blasted backward into the hidden door. It opened. The path to the labyrinth revealed itself. One step remained. Just one. In the Celestial Palace, Michael felt it. Obella's betrayal had already enraged him. He had tolerated too much autonomy, believing in something resembling camaraderie. It was naive. He tightened his ultimate dominion through Feldway. Across the battlefield, angelic skills constricted. Kigali staggered mid-stride. Her thoughts, sharp, rebellious, hopeful, were drowned. There was just one more step, but it was endlessly far away. The audience chamber's broken doorway filled with light. Feldway entered, and with that single arrival, every delicate thread of defiance began to snap.